Hello, welcome. We are solving this question today. The equation is 1 to the power x plus 5 to the power x equals to 25 to the power x. Find the values of x. Let's look at the solution. In the equation, we have 1 to the power x plus 5 to the power x equals to 25 to the power x. Let's consider these basic rules. If you have 1 raised to the power n, the answer is always equals to 1. So what this one means is that any 1 raised to the power any number is equals to 1. So e.g., if I have 1 to the power 5, is equals to what? 1. 1 to the power 10, the answer equals to 1. So in effect, 1 over 1 raised to the power x is equals to what? 1. Right. So let's take note of that. Now, let's also come and look at, so we can write the equation here now as, we can write it as this. That is 1 plus 5 to the power x equals to 25 to the power x. Now, let's also look at this 25. 25 can be written as 5 times 5, and that is same as 5 squared. So we can replace 25 here, and we can now have the equation as 1 plus 5 to the power x equals to 5 squared all raised to the power x. Right. So here we need to look at this rule of indices. Very beautiful rule. If you have here again, if you have a to the power m all raised to the power n, it can be written as a to the power n all raised to the power m. So we are transposing the exponent. So we can apply that. So if you apply that, it means that here we can now have 1 plus 5 to the power x equals to 5 to the power x all squared. Right. So we have transposed the exponent. Right. So now here we can see, let's rearrange the equation first. Let's rearrange it. So rearranging it, let's start from this side. We can have 5 raised to the power x squared. Moving the 5 raised to the power x across, it becomes minus 5 raised to the power x. Moving the 1 across will become minus 1, and that becomes what? 0. So let's suppose, suppose 5 to the power x is equals to, let's say, k. So if 5 to the power x is k, what this simple means is that we now have the equation as, in place of 5 to the power x, we write k. Then we have the square minus 5 to the power x is k. So we have k minus 1 equals to 0. Right, so this is a quadratic equation. So we use the quadratic formula, and here we're using k. So that will be k will be equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Right. So here we have k, that's the b stands for the coefficient of k, a stands for the coefficient of what? K squared. So let's have it. So a is equals to 1. B is equals to coefficient of k, which is minus 1, and then c is a constant, so c is also equals to minus 1. So let's plug in the values. Logging in the values, we have in here minus b is minus, so you are going to have minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 squared, let's put it in brackets, minus 1 squared minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1, multiplied by minus 1, divided by 2a, so the 2 times 1, bracket close. So we have k equals to Minus minus becomes plus, so we have plus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 square. Negative 1 square will give us positive. Then we have minus 4 times 1 times negative 1. It will give us plus 4. Divided by 2 times 1 will give us 2. So we have k equals to 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 4 will give us 5, all divided by 2. So here, the possible values for k, so k1 is going to give us 1 plus root 5 over 2, or we have k2, which is giving us 1 minus root 5 over 2. So these are the set of values for what? K. Now let's see. Recall, we define k as x to the power 5. So let's come down here. So let's copy it down here. Recall k is equal to 5 to the power x. Now let's observe here. So if you are going to solve this one, unless you apply log, but you can realize that this answer, k to the power 2, the negative minus root 5 divided by 2, the answer will be less than 0. Here, the answer will be greater than what? 0. So we are going to ignore this one. That is, we are going to take off this one. This one will be ignored because that one cannot be used. So therefore, we are saying that 5 to the power x is equals to 1 plus root 5 over 2. This is the equation that we'll be solving, right? So here, we cannot solve this one unless we apply log. So we can say log 5 to the power x is equals to log, open the brackets, we have 1 plus root 5 divided by 2, right? Okay, so we apply log here. So we have to apply this logarithm rule. If you have log a to the power b is equals to b log a. So we apply this. So using that rule, we can say this one can be written as x log 5 equals to log brackets open 1 plus root 5 divided by 2. So here we divide both sides by log 5. So we have x log 5 equals to log brackets open 1 plus root 5 divided by 2. So we divide here by log 5 and divide this one too by log 5. So here we have x equals to, remember the log will cancel log, so we have x equals to log 1 plus root 5 divided by 2 in brackets divided by log 5. Also note that if you have log a divided by log b, this can be written as log a to the base b. So using this identity or this logarithm property, we can say x is equals to log brackets open, we have 1 plus root 5 divided by what? 2 to the base 5. So this is the value for x that made the equation true. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.